Senate President Senator Vicente C. Soto to avail of the privilege of Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. President, thank you. A Majority Leader, my esteemed colleagues. Civilization, they say, started when humans stopped being nomadic hunters and gatherers to become stable farmers who toiled the land and domesticated animals to produce food for the community. Those who were not inclined towards agriculture settled in the cities for trading, skills, professions, and services. Without the produce of the land, without agriculture, no amount of city life will produce the food that the nation needs to survive. It is in the best interest of all the earth to fulfill its role to feed the people. This is the basic reason why areas of our country have been known to provide the agricultural products suited to their climes. Our vegetables come from the cool mountain ranges. Our rice come from the central plains. Sugar come from specific Luzon and Visayas plantations, and so each to its own products. But no matter what efforts our farmers exert, no matter how industrious they are, there is a monster that stands in their way to achieve maximum returns, benefits, and incentives. That, my dear colleagues, is the specter of large-scale smuggling of agricultural products. As legislators, we strive to pass laws to modernize the agricultural sector in the hopes of uplifting the lives of our farmers. I constantly meet some farmer groups to personally know what they need. And just recently, I committed to help their funding issues for the maintenance of some irrigation canals. But all these efforts are futile if smuggling and corruption continue to reign, killing and destroying our local agricultural industry and robbing our farmers a decent living. From May 2021 to November 18, 2021, we monitored the press releases issued by the Bureau of Customs regarding their anti-smuggling operations. We documented 25 operations amounting to approximately 1 billion pesos. These smuggled shipments comprise of frozen meats, high-value agricultural food, garlic, onions, sugar, frozen mackerel and tuna, carrots, ginger, and other fruit and vegetable products. Said smuggled goods were declared as pastry ingredients, glucose syrups, manto buns, or such were misdeclared in terms of their true weight or quantity beyond the allowable importation limits as set forth by law. Mr. President, if we are to base the efficacy of our fight against smuggling on the press releases of the Bureau of Customs, it seems like we are on top of the issue. But the big problem is, mukhang hanggang PR lang. Hanggang PR lang talaga ang pagsupo sa agricultural products smuggling. Upon further investigation, the tally of the press releases vis-a-vis the cases filed thereafter does not match. Hindi nagtutugma ang mga operations at ang actual na kaso na dinadala sa korte. As provided for in Republic Act 10845 or the Anti-Agricultural Smuggling Act of 2016, large-scale smuggling of agricultural products is declared as economic sabotage, as those importations significantly impacts production, stock availability, and stability of prices. Large-scale smuggling for agricultural products is committed if the amount is minimum of 1 million pesos or a minimum of 10 million pesos in case of rice, the penalty of which is life imprisonment and a fine twice the fair value of the smuggled agricultural product and the aggregate taxes, duties, and other charges avoided by the smuggler. In addition to the issue of lesser cases filed versus the operations conducted, there is also the issue of filing cases with lesser penalties against the smugglers. We had a report that in Malabon, the press release of the operation amounted to 4.7 million smuggled agricultural products. Clearly, it falls within the large-scale smuggling, pero ang ikinaso sa korte, violation of the Food Security Act with a penalty of 50,000 to 100,000 fine and a revocation of business permits only.
Medyo parang
May ilang beses na silang kinalampag sa programa ng mga nalalapitan at nakakaalam nito na katulad ni Mr. Ted Pilot, former Congressman Ted Pilot. But to no avail. It seems like there are several layers of corruption here. Kung hindi nakalusot at nahuli, cases may not be filed against this smuggler if talagang kakasuhan for PR lesser offense naman ang ikakaso. Kawawang mga farmers, Mr. President. Kawawang mga Pilipinong mamimili. No matter how we try to elevate the state of our agricultural sector to enable them to produce enough and provide for the whole nation, we will never achieve our agricultural independence because some scrupulous individuals are in cahoots with the smugglers. Last November 3, 2021, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Benguet furnished me a copy of the resolution, of their resolution, 2021-130 or 1350, requesting Congress to intercede and investigate the alleged importation of carrots and cabbages from China being sold at Divisoria, Tondo, Metro Manila, and the Carbon Market in Cebu. And since usapang Bureau of Customs na rin tayo, let me raise some pertinent issues brought to my attention by the tracking sector. Konektado rin naman ito, Mr. President, at saka kung ito'y point of personal and collective privilege, there's no such thing as gerrymandering. So, well, Mr. President, as we all know, our movers play a crucial role in delivering foods or goods that fuels our economy. It is important that the tracking sector does not suffer from any red tape and corruption because it is us, the final consumers, that will suffer the most. Port congestion, red tape, kotong, and under-the-table arrangements are just some of the issues in the Bureau of Customs that are burdening the businesses and weakens the business climate in our country. Such issues are costly, and this adds to the prices of the goods that we are buying. The Bureau of Customs must complete in the earliest possible time the full digitalization in its inspection processes to eliminate human intervention to eradicate corruption. Even Department of Finance Secretary Dominguez said that the digitalization helped in the improvement of tax administration, tax collection, and in curbing corruption in the Bureau of Customs. Mr. President, kung sino pa yung mga legitimate importers na sumusunod sa proseso, sila pa naiipit sa mabagal at corrupt na proseso. Sila pa ang hindi nakakakuha ng slots sa terminal appointment booking system which causes costly delays, and undue penalties, while the smugglers are well taken care of but by their contacts in the Bureau of Customs. This is a call for our august body to exercise its oversight function, Mr. President, and to look into these matters. Hindi lang pandemya ang pinakamabigat na kalaban ngayon kung hindi corruption. Some have said that the biggest disease is corruption. Ito ang tuloy-tuloy na nagpapahirap sa ating lahat. Corrupt practices committed by certain individuals have far-reaching consequences that affects our farmers, business sectors, and ultimately the Filipino consumer. Lahat ginagawa naman natin para umunlad ang buhay ng mga magsasaka at mamimili. Sa mga kurakot, maawa naman kayo sa taong bayan. Thank you, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.